Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight we're going to be doing a Q&A. This is more so of a personal Q&A. I asked you guys for some questions for this YouTube video, and surprisingly, a lot were about BPD, which is totally cool. But first I'm going to get into a little bit about me. So my full name is actually Michaela. I go by Mick because if you call me by my full name, I will probably, cry. I instantly think people are mad at me when they use my full name. I am 26 years old. I am a mom of two sons that are my whole freaking world. Also, I have this problem where I talk with my hands and I don't know why the fuck I talk with my hands. And it's really embarrassing because I can't stay still when I talk. I also have ADHD, CPTSD, major depressive disorder, and generalized anxiety disorder, as well as the BPD. I usually only talk about BPD though. Don't ask me why, I don't really know. I thrive off of caffeine. Caffeine is my life. Without caffeine, I think I would be a mega bitch. In real life, I'm actually very socially awkward and introverted. As much as online, it seems like I am most likely an extrovert. That's what it probably seems like because I post a lot. But that's actually, a lie. I'm not like that at all. If someone recognizes me from online in person, I literally get so shy. Sometimes I don't even know how to respond. I am a mental health worker. I work in mental health and addictions, and I also work with people with developmental disabilities on the side. I don't know about you guys, but I can't take a compliment to save my fucking life. I'm also the kind of person that will not let anyone do anything for me. I'm very independent, and I really struggle to ask for help. I have a few really great friends in my life. Oh, say hello to my cat. I usually keep a pretty small, tight-knit circle with the people in my life. I am an energy drink kind of person and not a coffee person. I absolutely love tacos and Mexican food. Spicy, like spicy tacos or anything salsa spicy. The best. What's my favorite drink? I don't fucking know. What's my favorite color? Probably teal. I would say teal. Some things I like to do on the side is photography, makeup. I love watching sunsets, listening to good music, going on long car rides. And I love the casino, which isn't good for the impulsive behaviors, but here we are. I am more of a summer person. Hate winter, horrible. The moment it's sunny out, I am very euphoric. And I live in Canada, so majority of the year, it's fucking raining. If not raining, it's snowing. So, yeah. Some pet peeves of mine are people assuming my intentions, people talking over me, and people expecting a response out of me. And this happens in my daily life. I have people messaging me and they'll like blow up my phone until I respond, and that is like my pet peeve. Just don't do it. I get really overwhelmed really easily. I'm obsessed with sad music, and I think it's because I like to make myself cry. You guys saw my cat. My cat's name's Ellie. I also have a dog named Wrangler. We share the same birthday, so that's pretty cool. Someone said, when did you start having BPD symptoms? I started exhibiting BPD symptoms around the age of 18, and it was rage. It was like all of a sudden I could not handle my emotions, and it was coming out in rage episodes, and every single rage episode I would have, it would feel scarier and scarier. How was the diagnosis process like for me? So I went and saw my family doctor, and I had told them that I was depressed and anxious. I wasn't honest about the rage episodes because I literally thought he would think I was like psychotic. So he put me on SSRIs. A month later asked me how they were, and I was like, they're horrible. It's making me worse. And then I was honest about the rage with him. So he referred me to a psychiatrist, and that psychiatrist at the time diagnosed me with traits at 20 because he was like, I don't really believe in diagnosing until your brain is fully developed at 25, even though the DSM-5 says 18. And then it was confirmed by a different psychiatrist within the year that it was BPD. Your favorite hobbies, which I kind of went into: photography, watching sunsets. I also like painting, baking, doing makeup, etc. And they also said, what's your favorite movies? I'm a really weird person. I cannot focus on movies or TV shows. I don't watch TV or movies. Is that weird? Maybe it's my ADHD. Honestly, I don't fucking know. What are some self-help things that I do for my recovery? One thing I always do is practice self-compassion statements with myself, and it has gotten a lot easier to accept myself for who I am. Also use the self-compassion statements in times where I have messed up again, or in times where I'm being hard on myself. Other things I do is I ensure that I get enough sleep in the night, because I do know if I don't get enough sleep in the night, I will wake up on the triggered side of the bed. And I will be a lot more irritable that day if I don't get the proper amount of rest that my body needs. I try my best to socialize, because socializing for me is actually a really hard thing to do. I get really overwhelmed easily by people, and I get really overwhelmed by just interaction in general. So I find that socializing with friends and forcing myself to go out really helps. And I always try to implement something in my day that keeps me busy to some extent, whether it's drawing, coloring, painting, baking, making dinner, something that I'm proud of every single day. What is my favorite tool to use in an episode? And this differs depending on like what kind of episode we're talking about. If it's a rage episode and it's like my nervous system that's dysregulated, I will use something cold to regulate my nervous system, such as holding onto ice, sucking on ice, a cold shower, putting a cold cloth over my head, etc. I swear by that method. I think it does wonders personally. Splitting or paranoid thoughts, etc. I will do check the facts DBT scale, and I will try to find like the benefit of the doubt in the negative thought I'm having, if that makes sense. My other skill I'm like obsessed with is radical acceptance, and it has helped me a lot, especially with my past, because I used to fixate a lot on my past, my upbringing, and wishing I could change it, and like also just trying to make sense of it. And I really had to understand that like I won't make sense of it. It's never gonna make sense to me. And I think that one of my downfalls is no matter how much someone hurts me, I'm constantly trying to look for the whys behind what they did. And I'll never understand it from their point of view, because I'm not them, and I only have my own perspective on it, and they have their perspective. When I was first diagnosed, was it relieving or upsetting? It was both. I was relieved because it made sense, like I had a name to what I was experiencing, and I kind of felt validated to an extent, but I was also so upset that I had that disorder because of the situations I went through. How many therapists did I burn through finding one that could diagnose me? So I'm in Canada, and where I live, from what I know, therapists can't diagnose people. But that being said, I only have ever seen one therapist. But I got lucky. I genuinely think I got lucky, and it's because my therapist specializes in trauma. And if I have any like suggestion to you, it is to find a therapist that specializes in trauma. A good and bad memory that shaped me into who I am today. Bestie, I don't remember any good. My brain wipes the good. A bad memory that shapes me into who I am today, probably the fact that I grew up with an alcoholic parent. One thing that it has taught me and definitely like shaped me into who I am today is the fact I never want my kids to grow up in the same situation. And I felt so much pain from that situation as a child, and I just genuinely never want my kids to feel that same pain. Watching my mom be an alcoholic for so long, and she still is to this day, that really shaped my view on substances in general. I lost my dad to addiction, and my mom has only ever really been in addiction, functional addiction. However, it has taught me I never want to be like that, so I have stayed away from substances. It has scared me away from substances. I occasionally drink, but I'm not a big drinker. I'm not big into having fun and drinking alcohol, and I've never tried substances on the other hand of it. A good memory that has shaped me into who I am today, which I don't know if this is good or bad, but I would say my little sister being born. My little sister has Down syndrome. She is now, she's almost 18. That's so sad. I essentially raised her from a really young age while my mom was battling addictions at her lowest point, and I would say that shaped me into the mother I am today. She really gave me like the motherhood experience that I needed for my children. That's pretty much it for the questions. I don't really have anything else I can think of saying, because if you think about BPD, if you were to ask me about my personality, like genuinely, I can't make that up on the spot. I feel blank still when it comes to a personality. Even though I'm in remission, it's like I still don't, like I'm still discovering who I am. Anyways, thanks for coming to the Q&A. That was really fun. Let me know what you guys want to see for the next YouTube video, because I want to continue to make YouTube videos. And thank you for watching. And do not forget to subscribe, like, share, whatever the hell you want to do. Show support, because it's much appreciated.